Close your eyes, I'ma just say goodbye. I'ma just take your life, baby, just close your eyes. I've never been closer than this.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
What's up, everyone? I am back. Pretty interesting intro. Not gonna lie, pretty cool, man. So, yeah, there we are. Today, I will be playing Biomutant. Probably all the way to the end. This game looks pretty cool from what I've seen. You make like a weird little humanoid rocket raccoon looking person, so just jump right into it. Have some fun. Please like and subscribe. If you like the video, you know, just drop a like, leave a comment. And yeah, you know what to do. Hit it.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Thanks, bro. Let's do it on medium. Bleep bloop.
Encode your DNA.
Oh, weird face. Mental prowess and physical strength. Oh, the fuck would I choose that then? Rex's extraordinary development, anthropomorphic breed. I got there eventually. A hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it adapt for both physical and mental challenges. Hylia. Anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid with a gene mutation, making them extremely tough and resilient. So that's a tank class. FIP. What the fuck? FIP is a breed that is renowned for highly evolved mind. Oops. Genius is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies the psionic output. So is that like a mage class? Mergel. Definition of death breed. Its evolutionary lineage is gone in a direction wherefrom appearance has dominated over function. So that's the dumb one. That's like the Dark Souls deprived one. Like breed, a hybrid of gene mutation, making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. So how the frackin' hell? Rex is the what? DNA making a death for both physical and so that's the all-rounder, which it might go. I also want to be like a magic user. fuck it, I'll just do this one for now. Find a character to see more detail.
Define your genetic structure.
Oh shit. So cute. Little Chipwa. What does this do? Charisma, vitality. Small like a rabbit. But less intellect. This one. Melee damage. I want a decent melee damage. So this must be selling and stuff as well. Fuck, man. Grr. Oh, that looks so dumb. It looks so dumb. Smart little guy. I don't know what the intellect thing would do. Health, there we are. Figured it out. Health. So that's your stamina. That's health, obviously. Armor is identified as hammer, damage, attack. Gear, grip there. Strength, melee damage. Stat. Intellect defines how much key energy you have, how fast your key energy regenerates. So that's your magic. What damage you deal with all psi powers. Key energy. That's a combat action, all special attacks, psi powers, and mutations cost energy to use. Key energy regenerates and can be replenished with consumable items. Defines your overall speed. Easily persuade other characters, as well as how high your barter stat is. Amount of green you earn from selling items, which has reduced the price of items you want to purchase. Luck, lucky no, critical chance, blah. Oh, it's a critical chance. Interesting. So, I want to be a... Because you can't be a strong... Strong magic user. It can only be one or the other. Energy, regen, power. Let's just do a mage build. Yeah, cute little guy. Cute little magic user. So just keep it as is. Pretty okay. My damage is so low.
Choose a genetic resilience.
I'll change the color of my arm. Nice. Well, I feel like I should do a all-round
Choose your first style.
Why wouldn't there be like a slider or something for this? It's so dumb.
Pick your main color.
Black.
Choose your detail color.
Wow. You're a freak of nature. Fuck, let's just go white.
Pick a class. Mercenary.
Twin silver grip.
Deadeye. Commando. Psy-freak.
Well, that's what I want to use, right?
Saboteur. Sentinel.
Base armor's increased by 10.
Mercenary.
Silver grip. Melee. Dual wield skill. Keep 2 different one-handed melee weapons. My weapons attack inflict 10 more damage to hit the target.
Deadeye. Commando.
Range weapon attacks inflict 10 more damage to
Psy-freak.
Mega Mind. Well, that's probably what I have to choose. So I'm going magic.
Psy-freak chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Jesus, that's real fast. Turn it down a little bit. My God, it goes from like extremely fast to really annoyingly fast. There we go. Never mind, I lied, it's just still too fast.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Color me light blue for freedom and loyalty. I am dark red as in strength and power. So there's a good and evil option. Well, I usually play
Let
the good
me
guy.
introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Yeah, so when I play games with a good or evil choice, I usually go good first, and I just tear it up. Like Infamous, I usually do good, but then I play both at the exact same time to see what's what. But I'll be good.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
We lie.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
God, both these guys sound like assholes. So we have to go right now?
Right is always right.
God, this movie is so weird.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Eat his meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Fuck, just ate it. Food roll. Not hit me, bro. God damn. Let's kick the shit out of
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
I could have killed him. Easy. Biomutant. It's a cool picture. I think I might do the first 2 hours. This came out yesterday for America and Eastern Europe, I think. Came out today.
This
for
time,
Australia,
it was best
anyways.
to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Interesting.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Melee targeting. Move towards the enemy with them with melee attacks. Aim the camera to target them with range attacks. Avoid your weapons with right bumper. Hold left triggered abilities. Triggers with keyboard. God damn.
Oh!
Interesting. Open the door. Open the gate. Effects add-ons, attach them to your range weapons to give it an extra damage boost. Some enemies have resistances or weaknesses to different special effects, so use them wisely. Attach a special effect on add-ons to the consumables. Health. Instantly does your health up, I think. Go up. Ooh, toilet. More health.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Fucking wreck, cunt. Wait, what did I say? Just walk into him. Already come and help the channel in 2 seconds.
Just what you were looking for.
Energy comes back. Help the channel. Toxic sludge. God damn. This game is so weird with this goddamn combat.
Zap! Watch it.
God damn. Man, I suck. I'll get used to it, maybe. my ass. The pump hub. Shield. Some enemies carry a shield. You can need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to an enemy. So breaking this. Oh man, how do you hit me up? No, this game is weird when it's fighting. It does like people don't get stunned or anything when you hit them. It's sort of annoying when that happens. They don't get like, so you can't stun lock people. Oh well.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Claw bar. I'm going to use it to open. Does it decrease stuff? How the fuck is it yellow? Do that. It goes down? Or does it slightly go up?
All that exercise helps.
Upgrade points one leveling up. You can use to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Oh, that's the fucking whatchamacallit move. Fucking Ryu Hayabusa. Once you unlock rates, whatever. Did I get more gear or is it just stuff that I have? It's just stuff that I have.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Dude. It's the longest tutorial level. Hasn't even told me how to sprint yet.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Hold on to that.
Prick. Mutations used to bottle some feeding marks and finding containers at various places. Is this not killer?
Grab on tight.
It's Vault 101. Is that a reference?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
For the humans. Wait, what? You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open paths while others features different rewards. Switch a node selected to use. Rotate nodes. The higher intellect, the more moves you have. Rotating moves that may have consequences. So if I rotated that way.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Interesting.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Interesting.
sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
That has to be there.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Big brain.
There you go.
Big brain moves there. Big brain. Doing a wheelchair. Airstrike. Before countering an enemy attack will stun them.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Bite the dust. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Hills here. Clanging metal. Bet this is a merchant.
Ja moluwa atu awa ja ja.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Oloi bo bo pawe.
Sa tuata Bob Kila.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Ilia antu.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Ushbar no barke.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
No ekek. Ushbar no barke.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
No atolo mau atu wamawa.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
No atolo mau
Weta Gono.
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
tolu keta. Ja wawana. Ewe boboye.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Poto wa. Ja. Sa wata mua.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Udelo ko nunyofo.
It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Ja lawa wat now.
Sa wata mua.
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world.
Tulua ba volu.
Momombusu?
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
The big fuck off tree in the middle of the thing. Set advance from the NPC line to the next. Manually, if you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in the settings. Wow. Oh, flashback. Hell yeah. Look how fucking cute I am. So cute. It's annoying that the angle doesn't go down that way. Mooma. It's a pure. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a person. Best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato.
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
See if I can make one come out of hiding. Such a little guy. Fucking meow. Hit the nose. Hit the nose, little one. There goes lavender.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
Except we kick the shit out of
The
them.
Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Never received. So
You
gentle.
handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so
2012.
countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
What a weird fucking thing. Be gentle, swings a whole net at him. real fast. Oh, do I know my fucking skills as a child? Come out, little glitter fucks. No, potato people. Piece of shit. Turns into a spider.
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
She just fucked him up.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
Toxanol.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Sup, little cricket?
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Hype! There is the title screen. The adventure begins.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
I just piss on it.
Let's see.
Signpost. Signposts and your location interests are all around the world. You unlock a signpost when interacting with it. You can fast travel the signpost, unlock by selecting the map. Yeah, I knew it. Knew it, bro.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Let's throw a cave back here. I saw you, motherfucker. Back here. Poop. Oh, is that it? Give me some drugs. A lame cave.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Inner balance is two halves that completes wholeness that flows through all things at times. Inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum. Whose actions take. The balance of action creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Side points, interacting with captives and PSI shrines. Side points, you can unlock psionic powers. Powers can only unlock once you reach the required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Let me help by killing you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Bam. So this is like bloody, what's it call it as well? Infamous. Powers, mutation. certain powers depending on which
There's out of date
path you
again.
take.
He must have missed something important.
Fabobe, Mok, Kof,
Castle
E,
World told me this game.
Bubuko, Von, Yunyu.
So
Out of
much
date says
talking.
you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby.
Fabobe, Mok, Kofa.
The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Lotulu, by Vunko, Vuntu.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Is it good and bad missions?
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Tolua, Lo, Toloka.
Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Ja, se voidaan
Beboko, Kontabe.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Kotuvon, Ko, Konvun, Kon, Beboko, Kontabe.
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Hikobe, Ifari, Kogo, Far.
Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Mpa, wherefore, where?
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
What's the situation? Quest tracking. Does it tell if it's good or bad? Talk to the Jagni or Myriad Sifu. So these were the Sifu, right? Myriad Fortress. Place waypoint.
Better than nothing. Not your size, but it'll work.
Mutations tab and to unlock psyops. Ice. Levitate. Pretty cool. Decay, key spark. Chain lightning. Let's get in. Blaze. Press up and down and pull in the bound blade. Blaze will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. I prefer blink. Yeah. That will be my A ability. Oh, you can upgrade with this, so fire.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Well, that's the way I need to go. Okay, well, I guess I'll end it here. It's been an hour. Oh, fuck it. I'll get, yeah, okay. That's where I want to go.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Most of them got flooded. If you can swim in this game. Blink. Survive. Die. Give me your stuff.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Everything changed when the Jagni attack. Bloop, bloop.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Piss on it, bro. Piss on it. So it's like, you're like a weird
Let's
dog rabbit
see.
thing. What's this? X spot.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Cautions you that the Sifu may be a little impatient today, as bad news has just come in from the front line.
One fu.
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Gerat na fala hutut mustugai la wute. Karap la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
I agree.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
Agreed. Crocodile.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
Bow wow.
But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack... He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next. and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
I'll join the Myriad.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. Whoa. He wants you to focus.
What is it good for?
These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
There we are. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here before my goddamn recording crashes or some shit. Yeah, that's that's Biomutant. I will probably do the whole game. Yeah. Whole game. Doing shit. Being this cute little guy. Doing good. And Wong Fu. Catch you on the flip side. You cute little motherfuckers.
Condemn the body bags ready, you can get yourself down. Cause I'ma take your final moments for your bags down. Yeah, these are body blood, dripping on the second, make your parents fucking mad because we hiding on my happy.